Good morning, Aldersley staff and students. Welcome to this Tuesday morning, my first whole school assembly. So hopefully you enjoy the assembly today. So first of all, just a bit of a recap really, like we do each morning, just making sure you're prepared for the day ahead. So lots of you have been tweeting and showing us pictures of your timetables that you've got for whilst you're at home. So please make sure you keep doing that. You make sure you've got a new timetable for being at home. Obviously your lessons are still the same as they were when you were in school, but you need to make sure that you're putting lots of breaks in there for you. Some food breaks, some drink breaks, and then some activity breaks where you're moving around and having a rest from your laptop as well. So if you do design yourself a new timetable, want to be super organised, please make sure you tweet Aldersley and we'll be rewarding lots of points. As always, if you're stuck throughout the day today, please make sure you get in touch with your teachers who will be there to assist you within the lessons, and then your heads of years as well. You can speak to them on the year group teams where they'll be accessing that throughout the day and help you as best as they can. Please make sure you keep tweeting us. If you're not on Twitter already, please feel free to try and get an account, and then make sure you're following the school. I've just put the address at the bottom there, so please make sure you're following the school, and then tweet some of the work you're doing, because myself and all the teachers are really enjoying seeing lots of the exciting things you're doing at home to keep yourself busy whilst we're not in school. So hopefully lots of you completed the challenges that Miss Bird set yesterday, which was talking about people who inspire you. So I'll look forward to seeing some of those, and I will be retweeting them and giving lots of points out to students who are taking part in the daily challenges. So hopefully lots of you have tweeted who's inspiring you, and I do look forward to seeing that. Also, make sure you've had a go at the other two challenges Miss set, which were to think about how you can be inspired at these uncertain times. So it's very strange and new for us all. First time anything like this has ever happened. So it'll be interesting to see what's actually inspiring you at this moment in time right now. And then the final one was to tweet a short book review from your all-time favourite book, and make sure you put the hashtags on there as well, so Miss Bird and the rest of the staff can see what you're getting up to, and to see that you've achieved those challenges that were set on Monday. So my challenge today, linking to my assembly, so I'd love to see lots of you getting involved in these, and there are some exciting ones for you to do as well. Obviously being a PE teacher, they're very relevant to me, and I'll be taking part in these and tweeting my challenges as well once I've completed them. So the first one is, can you spell your name with physical activity? So if you've got a short name, you're lucky, because your workout will be slightly shorter, but maybe you could add your surname in then as well to really challenge yourself. But spell your name out, and then across there on the right there's the image of different activities to do for each letter, and that'd be a great way to start your morning. And then use the hashtag there that I've put on there. I've started with AHS, so obviously we know it's linked to Aldersley. Second challenge, can you share your inspirational sports star and why? So following on a bit from Miss Bird's assembly with the who inspires you, but then linking it to sport and physical activity, and say why that person inspires you and motivates you. And that'd be really good to see who your inspirational sports stars are. It can be an individual or it can be a team. And then the final one there, can you be prepared and plan your physical activity for the week? And then again, share this in a little timetable with to myself and tag Aldersley in as well, and then use the hashtag AHSBeActive. And that's what I really want you to focus on this week whilst you're at home. And then just a quick reminder of the Mindful March calendar, which we do each day. So we're on the final day of March today. I know it's going to be hard for you to complete because you can't get out and about as much. So maybe just when you do your one physical activity today, if you do go out on a walk, see if you can maybe take part in that and have a look at the nature that's around you, if you're lucky enough to see any of that on your trip out. So my assembly today, I'm going to be focusing on being active and why that's really important all the time, and especially now whilst we are at home. So this falls quite nicely in because in the Easter holidays from the 6th to the 13th of April, it's Be Active, Be Healthy and Be Happy week. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the importance of physical activity and why it's really, really important to make sure that we are being active. If you go online and type in the hashtag there at the bottom, be active, be healthy, be happy, tell you a little bit more about the company and what they do. They've got lots of initiatives that they do at the moment where they're working with young children and elderly people to try and make sure that they are healthy and active in as many ways as possible. And they do that through lots of energetic and enthusiastic activities that they put on for different people. At the moment, there's not that much going on. So there normally is a Be Active run that takes place each year. Obviously that's on hold at the moment, but hopefully they'll be able to do that at a later date. So we want you to really focus in that week and today have a little think about how you can support the Be Active, Be Healthy and Be Happy initiative by doing your part as well. So first thing I want to talk to you about is the importance of being active. So there is lots of physical benefits. So I'm going to talk to you about the physical, emotional and social benefits to being active. And hopefully once you've saw this assembly, you'll be really motivated and keen to take part in some physical activity. So as you can see on here, there's lots of different benefits of why being physically active is important. So making sure that you're taking part in some physical activity 3 to 4 times a week is really, really important. And the first point on there is making sure that heart rate goes around about 170 beats per minute to make sure that you're in that aerobic training zone, to make sure that you are improving your fitness. And at the moment, it's really important that you do take part in that physical activity because it will really benefit you and your cardiovascular fitness. Also, we've got some resistance training on there, so that's your strength training to improve that muscular strength and endurance. I know a lot of my PE classes and a lot of other classes as well who've been taking part in fitness will have been doing lots of resistance training in the gym. Obviously, you're at home at the moment, so maybe you can do your own little workout in the garden and you can improvise with different pieces of equipment that you can use because you won't have any weights or resistant bands there for you to use. So have a little think about anything where you can do some resistance training. And I think this fact on here is really, really important to remember. So it's saying that every 15 minutes of exercise improves your academic performance. And as a PE teacher, that's something that I always really push for my students and I want all of you to think about now. So making sure that you do that physical activity daily and have that break time from your academic studies, because in the long run, it will improve those grades. And when you get those reports and you're all looking at how fantastic you're doing, maybe a little bit of exercise will help you along the way. So make sure you're thinking about that. I won't read through every single one of these on here, but another one that I just want you to think about as well is improving the quality and quantity of your sleep. So making sure that you have enough sleep time after that physical activity for your body to recover and to get ready and go again the next day. So have a look through these and think about how important it is for you to be physically active, because there's lots and lots of benefits that will help you at the moment whilst you're at home and then moving forward as well when you're back at school. Okay, so as well as improving your physical health, being active also improves your emotional health. And that is things like where we're looking at improving your self-esteem and making you feel good about yourself. So I know when I do physical activity, whether it's a walk with my dog, whether it's a run out and around and about, whether it's going to the gym normally when I can, or whatever it may be, that physical activity at the end, even though it might be hard at the beginning, once you've completed it, I'd say 99% of the time after, you always feel better about yourself, and it increases that self-esteem and makes you feel a little bit less stressed and a little bit less tense. So especially whilst you're working at home really hard on your laptops, that physical activity might be what you need to make sure you release that stress at the end of the day, or maybe in the morning when you get up. It have lots of benefits on your emotional health. As well, I know it's hard, but try and enjoy doing physical activity. If you can and you've got siblings at home, maybe you want to get your siblings to take part in the physical activity with you to make it a little bit more enjoyable, or your parents and your guardians, maybe they can get involved. I know lots of you have been doing the Joe Wicks at 9 a.m. in the morning if you've not been in your lessons, and that's been great to see as a nation, lots of people taking part in physical activity. So have a little think today about how you can be active, because it's really, really important to that emotional and psychological impact it has on you. And then finally, the other part of your health that it really, really improves is your social health. So at the moment, this element's obviously a little bit harder for you to achieve. But by starting taking part in physical activity more, eventually we'll start to see this impact as well that it has on you. And that's improving your social skills, so your cooperation with people and those teamwork skills. They're really important, not just in sport and physical activity, but when you are in school and when you're working in the classrooms. It's really important that you've got those teamwork skills and you can communicate with other people. Being physically active does improve your social health as well, so making sure that you can gain new friendships and develop socially and mix with different people. So I'm going to set you the challenge. When we do go back to school, I want to see more of you at period 7s and breakfast clubs, especially those ones that involve being active, because it will introduce you to lots of new friendship groups and get you to mix with different people. So this is something that I want to think about more as a bit of a future goal rather than one that you can impact right now. So just a bit of a recap really. So make sure for you to be healthy and fit and active, you need to make sure that you are thinking about all 3 elements that I've just spoke to you about. So someone might be physically active, but it doesn't necessarily mean that their emotional and social health is good as well. And again, it could be the other way around. So someone might feel really good about themselves, but they're really, really struggling to do some of the physical activity. Maybe they might be carrying additional weight, or they might have health problems and might be feeling ill. That will have an impact on the physical side. And then again, there's some people who really struggle with the social side. So as a whole, for you to make sure you are being active and being healthy and being happy, you've got to focus on all 3 areas. So that's your physical, emotional and social health. And once you've got all 3, you will really see the benefits of you moving forward and making sure you have a more positive and happy life. So I want you to think about those things today. And then I've got some hashtags on here, especially for those of you who are on Twitter and want to get involved. Can you tweet or send me how you are being active over the next week? So I was really, really impressed with 2 of my year 7s who I saw over the weekend. One of them was doing a back round off in gymnastics, and the other young lady was attempting the football challenge with the toilet roll. So I look forward to seeing more of those from more of you. But it was just great to see you doing something outside of the classroom, and I want to see more of that this week. And I want you to use the 3 hashtags that I'm putting on here now. So you've got your be active, be healthy and be happy, and that's to promote that week that we spoke about earlier, and that's between the 6th and the 13th of April. So especially in the Easter holidays, make sure you're using that hashtag. And then the other 2, we've got stay at home, be active, and stay in, work out. And they've come from Sport England, who are really pushing and encouraging students to be active whilst at home, and I look forward to seeing lots of those tweets. So please obviously tag the school in so Aldersley and all the teachers can see what you're doing, and then also if you want to as well, tag me in, because I'll be really, really impressed if I can see lots of you doing fun and enjoyable things to be active over the next few days. And then finally, before I leave, I just want to remind you of all those key members of staff that you can get in touch with. So if you need any support today, please feel free to email the key staff on here, which is your heads of years and our pastoral team. So please make sure you drop them an email if you are struggling. If you are struggling with ICT problems still, please make sure you go onto the school website and go into the student support section, where Mr. Henry and his team will pick that up, and they'll communicate with your head of year and get you logged on and into the virtual classroom. As always, I'm always here for you to speak to, so please feel free to drop myself an email or pop me an email on Teams, and I'll communicate through there. So have a great day, Aldersley. I look forward to seeing lots of tweets about how you're all being active, and I'll speak to you soon.